Jersuguda Municipal Council in 1984 and 1992 respectively. Sri Mohanty started his legislative career as a member of the Odisha Legislative Assembly in the year 1990 and was serving for the fourth term in that assembly at the time of his sad demise. He also served as the Speaker of the Odisha Legislative Assembly from 2008 to 2009. Sri Kishore Kumar Mohanty represented the state of Odisha in this House from August 2009 to April 2012. In the passing of Sri Kishore Kumar Mohanty, the country has lost a dedicated social worker and an able parliamentarian. Sri Robert Karsing passed away on the 7th of April 2022 at the age of 63 years. Born in January 1959 at Shillong, Meghalaya, Sri Karsing was educated at St. Anthony College and Northeastern Hills University, Shillong. A social worker, he was actively involved in politics right from his student days. He served as the president of the Kasi Students' Union, and as General Secretary of the Meghalaya Students' Union from 81 to 1983. He also served as a member of the Court of the Northeastern Hills University. Sri Karsing started his legislative career as a member of the Meghalaya Assembly in the year 1990 and served that assembly till 1993. He also served as the Deputy Chairman of the Meghalaya State Planning Board. Sri represented the state of Meghalaya in this House from April 2002 to April 2008. The passing of Sri Robert Karsing, the country has lost a dedicated social worker and an able parliamentarian. Sri K.K. Veerappan passed away on the 15th of June 2022 at the age of 76 years. Born in August 1945 at Kottayam Palayam in Tamil Nadu, Sri K.K. Veerappan was educated at the Kandaswamy Kandars College, Vedur, and the Law College, Chennai. An advocate by profession, Sri Veerappan, imbibing the principles of self-respect movement, worked assiduously for the upliftment of the poor and downtrodden sections of society and eradication of untouchability. He was also actively involved for promotion and development of Tamil language. Sri K.K. Veerappan represented the state of Tamil Nadu in this House from April 1990 to April 1996. In the passing of Sri K.K. Veerappan, the country has lost a dedicated social worker and an able parliamentarian. Pandit Sivakumar Sharmaji passed away on the 10th of May 2022 at the age of 84 years. Born January 1938 in Jammu, Pandit Sivakumar Sharma was first staff, अपना जगह पे जाओ, कंडोलेंस हो रहे तो आपको कोई आना नहीं, किसी को बुलाना नहीं. Sri Sharmaji was first initiated into music by his father, Pandit Uma Dutt Sharmaji, at tender age of 5, training in vocal and playing tabla. However, this real charm and charisma lay in playing santoor, the training for which he also started under the mentorship of his father at the age of 13. A pioneer in the realm of classical music, Pandit Shivakumar Sharma will profoundly be known for introducing santoor to the Hindustani classical music, dispelling the skepticism regarding the stability of santoor for classical music. Panditji not only established the instrument in the classical prantham with aplam, but also played a remarkable ability to seamlessly blend traditional with contemporary and classical with popular music. He also delivered many mesmerizing performances in collaboration with Pandit Hariprasad Saurasia, a flutist. The duo came to be popularly known as Shiva Hari Duo and have composed music for several movies also. For Pandit Shivakumar Sharma, music was not just a performance, but was akin to a meditative journey. It was indeed this passion of his that enabled him to very skillfully blend the tunes of santoor with the long-established symphony of Hindustani classical music. Panditji, like a true maestro, took keen interest in encouraging aspirant artists and was a fountain of inspiration to them. The Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji was a recipient of several prestigious awards, notable being Sangeet Natakam Award, Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan. In the passing of Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma, the country has lost an outstanding Hindustani classical musician and a pioneer who established new traditions in the realm of Hindustani classical music. His passing away has left an irreparable void in the Indian cultural ethos. Honorable members, I also refer with profound sorrow to the passing away of His Excellency Sri Shinzo Abe, former Prime Minister of Japan. His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, President of the United Arab Emirates and the ruler of Abu Dhabi, and His Excellency Sri Mavi Kibaki, third President of Kenya. His Excellency Sri Shinzo Abe passed away on the 8th July 2022. Sri Shinzo Abe, a member of the House of Representatives of Japan, was a great champion of Indo-Japan relations and shared a special bond with our Honorable Prime Minister. Under Sri Abe's guidance, India-Japan relations underwent an unprecedented transformation into a comprehensive strategic partnership covering a wide range of areas such as industrial competitiveness, investment promotion, skill development, digital partnership, defense cooperation, civil nuclear cooperation, space and cyber security. For his exceptional service in the field of public affairs, Sri Abe was conferred by our government here in India Padma Vibhushan Award in the year 2021. This House also recalls the famous Confluence of Two Seas speech delivered in our Parliament during his visit to India in August 2007 as Prime Minister. In that speech, he stated that India-Japan relationship is blessed with the largest potential for development of bilateral relationship anywhere in the world. Sri Abe has also recently assumed the leadership of Japan-India Association and Japan-India Parliamentary Friendship League, which reflected his deep commitment to further fostering Indo-Japan friendship. Sri Abe served as the Prime Minister of Japan between 2006 to 7, 2012 to 20, and was the longest serving Prime Minister of Japan. In his long political career, he served various key positions in the Japanese government, including as Chief Cabinet Secretary. He shall continue to be widely recognized by the international community for his efforts towards advancing international cooperation for a rules-based regional and global order. His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan passed away on the 13th of May 2022. Sheikh Khalifa will be remembered and admired for his contribution towards the development of the UAE and strengthening of India-UAE bilateral relationships under his leadership. He took great care of the large Indian community in UAE who held him in high esteem. His Excellency Sri Mavi Kibaki passed away on the 21st April 2022. Sri Kibaki served as the President of Kenya from 2002 to 2013. He will always be remembered as a great leader who paid close and friendly attention to India-Kenya relations, which was also manifested in his active participation and Kenya's representation at the India-Africa Forum Summit of 2008 and 2011. We deeply mourn the passing away of Sri Kishore Kumar Mohanty, Sri Robert Karsling, Sri K.K. Veerappan, and Pandit Shiv Kumar Sharma ji. The House also joins bereaved families of the government and people of Japan, UAE, and Kenya in mourning the passing away of His Excellency Sri Shinzo Abe, His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and His Excellency Sri Mavi Kibaki. I request members to raise in their places and observe silence as a mark of respect to the memory of departed. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Secretary General will convey to the members of the bereaved families our sense of profound sorrow and deep sympathy. Please, let me complete now. Let me complete. Honorable members, on 5th June, please, let me complete what I have to say. Then, please. No, the chair is in the course of saying something which has to be first taken up, and then later the other things can be discussed. There is no problem. If you all know the rule position also. Honorable members, on 5th June 2022, a group of 5 terrorists attacked the St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church in Ando state of Nigeria, while worshippers were celebrating Pentecost. The indiscriminate shooting and explosions reportedly killed 40 persons and left many injured. In another tragic incident, terrorists attacked Gurudwara Dashmesh Pita Sahib of Sri Guru Gobind Sahib Ji in Kabul, Afghanistan on 18th of June 2022, resulting in loss of 2 innocent lives. Honorable members, as you might also be aware, on 22nd June 2022, a massive earthquake struck northeastern Afghanistan, triggering a landslide which resulted in huge loss of lives and damage to property. In the incident, 1,100 persons reportedly lost their lives. 2,000 were injured and almost 10,000 have been rendered homeless. The earthquake has been termed as the deadliest earthquake in Afghanistan since 1998. Given the background of our special relationship with Afghan people, as an immediate measure, Government of India has dispatched 27 tons of relief assistance for distribution in the earthquake-affected region. The loss of precious lives and extensive damage to property in these tragic incidents are indeed painful and unfortunate. This House strongly condemns the act of terrorism committed by the terrorists in Nigeria and Afghanistan and expressed its heartfelt condolences as well as deep sympathy and sorrow on the losses suffered by the people of these countries and reiterates India's stand of solidarity with them. I request members to raise in their places and observe silence to mark as a respect to the memory of these people who lost their lives. Please. I have to, please, let me come. Wait, please. Please. Nay, and there is something like that. It has to be brought to the notice, and then I don't know how the Secretariat has missed it. Please see to it that that is taken up. I have to inform members that I have received a communication from the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs informing me that Sri Piyush Goyal, Minister of Commerce and Industry, Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and Textiles, have been appointed the Leader of the House in Rajya Sabha by the Honorable Prime Minister. Thus, respected Deputy Chairman, I will come back after I complete my list. Please. Harivansh Ji, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Prahlad Ji, Leader of the House, Piyush Goyal Ji, Honorable Leader of the Opposition, Sri Mallikarjun Kharge Ji, respected ministers and honorable members of the House. I extend a warm welcome to all of you to this monsoon session of the House with 18 sittings beginning today. We are all coming together after over 3 months since the budget session that concluded on 7th of April this year. I have always cherished such coming together in our collective quest for doing our bit for making India of the dreams and aspirations of 140 crore people. Such a coming together this time is of particular significance for me as it is the last such privilege for me. Since my assumption of office 5 years ago, we have so far gathered together for 13 full sessions, and this is the 14th such session. This journey of 5 years has been a quite learning experience for me. Dealing with about 245 members of this August House from over 30 political parties with different minds, inclinations, and political ideologies is quite revealing and even a testing experience. I try to do the best of my ability to draw the best out of all of you, and as a corrective effort, since the underlying unifying force was the interest of the nation and fulfill the aspirations of the people and also the federal interest of the states, that this Council of States was required to subserve. The credit for the positives, if any, would go to all of you. And if my best efforts, in spite of that, if is short of expectations, I would not hesitate to take the responsibility for the same. I would like to give you all a detailed factual account of perspective of the functioning of this August House during the last 5 years on 10th of next month, my last day in office. I would, however, like to mention one statistics today for all of you to think over. During the last 13 sessions, 141 of the 248 scheduled full sittings, accounting to 57% of the total sittings, were disrupted partly or fully. All of you would agree that this could have been better given our mission for the nation. And we must always try to fulfill the mission with passion for the sake of the nation. Better late than never. It is time to be different and better. I would like to remind all of you that this is the last session in the 75th year of our hard-fought independence and is being celebrated across the country. As in the case of all the last 13 sessions that I preside over, I would like to fervently appeal to all of you to give out your best performance to make this session a memorable one, particularly in the context of its significance. I expect this session to set the right tone for functioning of this August House over the next 25 years of Amrit Kal, which is critical period to take India to entirely new plane by the time our nation rejoices the centenary of its independence. I would expect all of you to be propelled by the spirit of New India 100, so that our nation makes up for the missed time and opportunities. This spirit also shall also inspire the other stakeholders, particularly so as our nation is set to become the most populous in the world, or next most populous in the world. I said there is some issue about overtaking China and all. This is not the right this thing, but Amrit Kal as projected by the United Nations Population Division last week. That's what was mentioned there. Our population will increase by about 20 crores when independent India turns 100 years. The challenges and opportunities that come with it need to be addressed with a long-term vision and imagination. Please, nothing is going to happen, Ramesh. Please, you are an experienced man. Really, I can assure you, in spite of temperature rising, nothing is going to happen for another 5 minutes. Right? More members of Parliament need to rise to the occasion. As you know, the Parliament functions throughout the year. Its committees, please, I have to felicitate the new members also. Please, you know the Parliament functions throughout the year through the committees. During the please, the inter-session period, since the last budget session, 7 of the 8 related department standing committees of Rajya Sabha have held it. Please, Pramodji, wait here, please. Wait. Rajitaji, wait. This is not, I am not going to allow such intervention in between. You know better, and this will not go on record also. There has been an accord in that regard also. I am happy. क्या बोलना कब बोलना ये मेरे ऊपर आप छोड़ दीजिए. I am happy to share the average duration of the sittings have been over 2 hours and average attendance being over 46%. I am happy to note improving the performance of these committees. The Committee on Education has cracked highest average duration of 03 hours, 22 minutes for 5 of its meetings. The Committee on Personal Place, nothing goes on record. Nothing is seen, shown, or recorded, or reported. The Law and Justice, 2 hours and 15 minutes. The Committee on Transport, Tourism and Culture, besides Education, Service and Technology, have reported average attendance of your own committees. your own committees. While the re-elected seniors provides continuity, the new members bring in perspective and dynamism. We also would like to welcome 4 nominated members: Srimati P.T. Usha, Sri Ilayya Raja, Sri Vijayendra Prasad, Sri Virendra Hegde. They symbolize the steady pursuit of breaking the barriers. We invite the newly nominated members to this House. All of them are eminent in their respective fields. These are also qualities that are expected to mark the functioning of this august House. All sections should collectively endeavor. My dear members, it is immense pride for all of us to know that our country created history by reaching the milestones of administering 200 crore COVID-19 vaccines across the country. This amounts to 97% of the first dose coverage and 90% of the adult population receiving both the doses. 200 crore COVID-19 vaccinations across the country is a remarkable achievement. This remarkable achievement, House placed on record its appreciation to all the stakeholders, including the vaccine makers and producers, the central and state government, the frontline workers, and above all the people. As a continuous measure, this session will also be held in COVID protocol. So, this is being followed since 257. I urge all of you to enable a safe, productive monsoon session of this August House. This is not done. This is not acceptable. आप लोग को मगर मेरा कहना है जो महत्वपूर्ण विषय है जो सदन के सामने लाया, जो कोविड का 75 जो दिनों की ये देश के व्यावसायिक जनसंख्या के मुफ्त प्रिकॉशन डोज लगने वाले अभियान भी प्रारंभ हो चुका है। आप सब लोग उसको मदद करिए, इसमें शामिल हो जाइए। जॉइन दी कैंपेन फॉर वैक्सीनेशन इन द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्री। as the papers to be laid on the table, Secretary General. Message from Lok Sabha
and English.
Message from Lok Sabha
During the 256th session of Rajya Sabha and assented to by the President.
Message from Lok Sabha.
With your kind permission, I rise to report that the Lok Sabha at its sitting held on 15th March 22 adopted a motion recommending to the Rajya Sabha that Rajya Sabha do elect 3 members of Rajya Sabha in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote to the Joint Committee on Offices of Profit and the vacancies caused by the retirement of Shri Vijay Reddy MP, Dr. Saswat Patra MP, Shri Mahesh Poddar MP from Rajya Sabha.
No slogans.
To Lok Sabha.
Nothing will go on the card. Nothing shall be shown, seen, reported.
I have to inform that the above message was received on 15th of March 22 during the previous session and was not reported to the House in that session as requested by Lok Sabha, as the term of office of the members mentioned therein was yet to expire.
Honorable please, the panel of chairman, please. The panel of vice chairman has been reconstituted with Sri Bhunesh Karita, Mrs. Indu Bala Goswami, Dr. L. Hanumanthaya, Sri Tiruchi Siva, Sri Vijay Reddy, and Dr. Saswat Patra. I have to inform members I have received letter from Sri Subhash Chandra Singh, member representing the state of Odisha, and Dr. Manik Saha, member representing the state of Tripura, resigning their seats in Rajya Sabha. I have accepted the resignation of Sri Subhash Chandra Singh with effect from 21st April 2022 and the resignation of Dr. Manik Saha with effect from 4th of July 2022. As some people have come determined not to allow the House to function and also enable the members to go and vote in the presidential election, I am adjourning the House for the day.